Hey guys, it's Lindsay from the blog Repurpose and Upcycle, and I'm going to show you DIY wall Christmas tree with an oil drip pan. Now this is going to be super easy. This is great to get your kids involved for a cool Christmas craft. This is also great if you have an area like a bedroom or somewhere that is too small you can't fit a regular Christmas tree. This is a great idea. So let's get started. First, we're going to need materials. The first thing you're going to want to get is, you can get peel and stick wallpaper, regular wallpaper, or like what I'm using, you can just use regular craft or wrapping paper. Now if you use craft or wrapping paper, just make sure it's the thicker kind. You don't want it to be super thin or it'll scratch and it'll tear easily. Second thing you need is the glue gun. The glue gun we're going to use to attach the magnets to the garland, to the accessories, the Christmas accessories. Next thing you're going to need is the adhesive, scissors, of course. I am going to use ribbon to decorate around the oil pan. I'm going to show you that in a minute, but that's not necessary. This is if you choose to do this. I got 3 packs of large extra strength magnets. This is to make sure that the garland and the lights really stick to it, because you're going to be hanging this upright. So you want to make sure they have enough strength to really hold to the oil pan. Garland. I bought some very colorful garland, but be creative. If you want to go more traditional, that works too. Okay, now that we have our materials, let me show you how to put it together. So I turned the drip pan around this side, and I'm going to be applying my wrapping paper to this side. So what I've done, I've cut my wrapping paper to size. I'm going to take it outside and I'm going to spray the glue adhesive and then bring it back in and apply it. One thing, I don't spray it super thick, because the thicker you spray it, the harder it is to get it without bubbles. So one thing I do is I'm going to take this ribbon and I'm going to use hot glue, and I'm going to hot glue the ribbon around the perimeter. That will also keep it intact and keep it secured on the drip pan. The last thing I did was go under the edge with my hot glue to make sure it sticks. Okay, once it's good and secure, take your scissors and cut the excess. Now the striping isn't going to look pretty, but I'm going to put something on these corners to make it look a little better. So what I've done is on the edges, I just made some really simple ribbon. I'm going to put them on all 4 edges just to kind of, decorate just a little bit more. And guys, I'm loving the way it's looking. Now what I'm going to do is I need to take the garland, and you need to attach the magnets to the garland in certain areas. I'm just taking the magnets and I am hot gluing them on the edge. And I'm doing it as I make the Christmas tree, so I know where to glue the magnets. And I'm just doing a zigzag Christmas tree. Nothing fancy. So you see here, I'm going to go over a little more. I'm going to use hot glue. I'm going to hot glue this to here. Then we're going to come over here. The last thing I'm going to do before I put some lights and hang these little string balls, I'm going to hot glue a couple of these to the top of this garland for like the tree topper. And you can use a star, you can use anything you want. But since I've got a lot going on with this tree anyway, figured I would just stay with the gold. And my tree is extremely busy and extremely full. If you used regular, just plain green garland, it would look a lot more bare, and you can definitely do that. Now for this tree, because like I said, this is it's extremely busy with this very ornate garland, I'm going to use LED fairy lights. The other cool thing is I can put a magnet and attach this to the back of this, so all I have to do is press a button or press the remote and it'll turn on. And these fairy lights are super thin, so they're not going to hang a lot of weight onto the garland. The cool thing with these fairy lights is you can double them up like this. So I have a lot of fairy lights, so I'm going to pull them all out, double them up, and then wind them down. And it's kind of like wire. They take the shape of whatever you mold them to, which is really neat. Here is the final wall Christmas tree. The cool thing about this is every year, guys, you can redo it. If you decide you don't like this, you just pull the magnets off, and if, say, you want to go with something a little more simple, you put new garland on there with the magnets. Especially if you want to get your kids involved, this is a great idea to put in a kid's room. They can decorate it however they want. And the sky's the limit as far as creativity. You can put this in a kid's room and keep it up here all year round, making it like a themed tree. You can even change the background to make it look more neutral. I hope I've given you guys an easy idea to make your own magnetic Christmas wall tree. If you like this video, make sure to like and share. And thanks for watching, guys. Happy holidays.